Hey guys, what's up? My name is Rachel and welcome back to my channel, The Reading Otter 7. So today I thought I would just kind of show you guys what I read for the reading quest, which ended today, September the 10th, and so I thought I would just film my wrap up today while my thoughts are fresh on my mind. I had a lot of fun doing this challenge. I definitely didn't complete it, what I had set aside for myself, but I did read 5 books, which is actually impressive for me to read in a month just because I'm doing so many things. I had 2 jobs. I say past tense because I just quit one, and then I do have a full load at school as well as tutoring, so I don't really get a chance to read a whole lot, but this motivated me to read quite a bit, so I'm pretty proud of that. So yeah, we're just gonna run through these real quick, and I'll just give like a brief synopsis and what I thought of them. So the first thing that I read was for a side quest that was to read a graphic novel. And for that, I read the 2nd volume of Nightwing, the New 52. This was a continuation of Nightwing, New 52, clearly. And so I can't really say a whole lot because it'd be spoilers, but I did really enjoy it. The art style in these are just really cool. It's, I mean, Gotham City, so the art style is a little gothic, and it just looks really cool. So, yeah. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars? 5 out of 5 stars? Something like that. It was good either way. And I'll leave links down to all my Goodreads reviews of these because I actually wrote like legitimate reviews for a couple of these, so. To start out the reading quest, the first thing that I read and finished was Geekerella by Ashley Poston. This was actually for my character's quest. I was a mage, and so this was read a book with a one-word title, and so I read this one. Contemporary YA novel that focuses on a science fiction TV show being turned into a movie and that kind of thing. It was really cute. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. No, 4 out of 5 stars. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars just because it doesn't necessarily grab my attention the whole time. There were parts of the story that got really boring to me and kind of like redundant and just like, get on with it. If any of you have seen Monty Python, that's a reference. But yeah, so I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. The next thing that I finished for Reading Quest, well, I was doing an audiobook of this, and it's Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, Book 2, The Hammer of Thor. This was so much fun. Especially, this was my first experience with the Magnus Chase audiobooks, and they are so much fun. The narrator is great. He's genius, really. The way he switched between the voices is awesome. And each voice, while it's still the same character, he brings such an interesting light to the character. So it was a lot of fun to do an audiobook of this. I think I might do that for The Ship of the Dead when that comes out in October. But it was just super enjoyable. This was an excellent continuation of the series. I'm really excited to see where this is going with Rick Riordan. And he also introduced a new character that was really fun, and so I'm looking forward to see what happens with this new character and how that character ties into kind of band of heroes that we've already got going on. So super excited to see what comes next. It was an excellent read, 5 out of 5 stars. The next one was actually one of my character quests, and this was for a book that was set in a different world. I think I may have cheated. I feel like this is a different world, but it's outer space. But some of the planets that they're from originally, I don't think they exist, so I'm calling it another world. And so I read Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This book was so much fun. I did not think I was going to like it this much. I had been bothered for a very long time to read this, and I was like, nah, I'll get to it eventually. Like, I'm not, like, super drawn to it. And I picked it up, and I could not put it down. It was amazing. Absolutely fantastic. First off, surface value. This cover is beautiful. And, like, I love the colors, and then underneath, I'm sure you guys know this at this point, it's like a case file all marked up, and it's awesome, and it fits in, like, with the, yeah, it's great. So apart from the exterior being beautiful, the interior of this book is also beautiful, beautifully written. It's told in like multi-format, mixed format. Some of these pages have like not much on them, but they're still so much fun. Really enjoyed it. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I read it at work and I literally couldn't put it down, and I may have gotten in trouble a couple times because I like wouldn't put it down. Fun to read. I'm so glad I did. And Gemini is on like my immediate TBR. That video's already been up, so you guys can check it out if you want to, but the sequel to this is on my radar. Yeah. Book that I read for the reading quest, I just finished yesterday, so just in time, and I'm so glad I picked this up, and that is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Han, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. I had told myself I was never going to read this book. I'm not a fan of Tudor England, has no appeal to me, I didn't even know who Lady Jane Grey was, I had no interest. I picked this up and I have never laughed so hard reading a book. It was so much fun. If you've never read this, okay, you need to read it just for page 470. I know that's 470 pages in, but when you get to this point, if you have read this book and you're not remembering what happens towards the end of the book that's hysterical, go open your book and look at page 470, just for me, because I was on the floor. Another book I was reading at work, yeah, detecting a theme here, and I almost fell out of my chair. Like, it's hysterical. This was such a cute, satirical look at the Tudors, and it was just so much fun. I really love what they did with it. I'm super excited to know that they're going to do more like this. I can't wait to get my hands on them. 5 out of 5 stars. Clearly, if I didn't say that already, you should know by how ecstatic I am. But anyway, synopsis. This is kind of a lovely satirical version of the story of Lady Jane Grey. She was King Edward the Sixth or something? Henry VIII's son, Edward. She was his successor, and in history, in 7 days, she got her head chopped off.
For 9 days.
She was queen for 9 days, and then Mary had her head chopped off. But not in this book. And I love what they did with this story. It was super cute, super enjoyable. It shows you how much I know about history, because I thought it was 7 days, and it's actually 9, but that's still fine. It was so much fun, and even if you don't think you like this time period, you need to read this book. You have to read this book. Do it for me. It was so cute. Anyway, I'm gonna do a full, probably spoiler review on this because there's some things I need to discuss that would spoil things. So, but I will be doing a review of this, but you probably want to read it before you watch that review. Just keep that in mind. So, yeah. So that's all I read for the reading quest. I read 5 books. If they had all been my character quest, I would have completed the character quest, but sadly, I think only 2 of them were character quest. No, 3 of them were. Geekerella was a one-word title. Illuminae was a book set in a different world. And then My Lady Jane is a book that contains magic. So that's what I mean by satirical. Because I'm pretty sure there wasn't magic in Tudor England. So anyway, yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this challenge, even though I didn't complete it. And I hope if you guys participated, you did too. Huge shout out to the creators. I forgot your name. And Read at Midnight was the creator. And it was so much fun. I'm so glad they created it. Even though I didn't get my submission in long enough to actually officially do it, to be like competing, I still decided to do it alongside. And it was a lot of fun, so I'm glad I did it. So anyway, that's everything that I read. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in another video.